Has someone ever done something to you that helped you out, but at the beginning it seemed like their whole plan was to fail you? When I was younger, my parents would work all day. So in the summer, they would take my siblings and I to Givens Recreation Center, a place where all the parents in the neighborhood took their kids. It was a very known place in Central Austin because of how big it was and how many events took place there. The park was huge, had a gym, arcade, and even a pool. Most parks in South Austin, Texas, didn't have a pool, so that's what was special about this one. Basketball was basketball was my is my favorite sport. So, and even back then it was too. So you always would find me there, or even the pool. Even though I wasn't a good swimmer, in fact, I couldn't swim at all. I could barely even doggy paddle. Even though I wasn't a swimmer, a lot of my time was spent at the pool because of my friends. They would always try to force me to play in the deep end, but I always convinced them to come to the shallow side. Although it wouldn't last long, they usually ditch me in no time. At the age of 6, one day, my siblings and I were at the pool, joking around, throwing each other in the pool. We ended up moving to the deep end so my brothers and sisters could swim. I hated this time. As my sisters were swimming, I was getting out the pool from hanging on the edge of the pool like I always did, just to be in the water. When my brother as I'm getting out the pool, my brother comes over and pushes me back into the water. I was so mad. No words could explain this feeling. Even though, even though he was my big brother, I still felt like I was gonna beat him up for throwing me inside this pool, knowing that I didn't know how to swim. As I was falling in the water, I was thinking about how I was about to drown, and as soon as I hit the water, I tried to gasp for air and ended up swallowing a mouthful of water. I came to the surface of the water because of how fast I was moving my arms and feet, panicking from being scared of drowning. Then my brother yells at me and tells me to kick my feet as I do the swimming motion. And once I heard what he was saying after being so scared of drowning, I started to get closer and closer to the wall and ended up getting there. My lesson to you today is that, or the lesson that I feel like I learned from that was nothing is really as bad as it seems. Um, in that moment when my brother threw me in the water, I felt like I was about to lose my life. But in reality, I was learning how to swim, and I didn't even know that. And that's all.